Have you read the study on Paddy Pimblett yet?
No, I have not. No, I've actually been reading this book, to be fair.
What book?
It's a Tim Ferriss book. It's called Book of Tools for Titans. It's like philosophies of like successful people, like idols and billionaires. It's got like Rhonda Patrick in there, Jocko Willing, like loads of these. Like Triple H is one of them. It's just like
like different chapters for different people.
Yeah, there's about I'd say a good 100 to 200 people in this book, but it's like 6 to 12 pages each on each person about how they became successful and what they do, what they like to do to help them like think and.
What, just any lifestyle, not just diet?
No, not just diet, just performers like CrossFitters, Olympic athletes, PhD students. There's loads of people.
But Tim Ferriss is
the I think he's just a book writer at the moment, but he does.
But it's about lifestyle, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think he is like he came up with like the low carb diet kind of thing. I think he's like an advocate of that. Well, isn't he the guy that Joe Rogan always speaks about?
Yeah, well, Joe, like there was loads of PhD students talking about ketosis and the keto diet and stuff. There's a lot of like a lot of yoga. There's a thing called acro yoga that like one guy was on about.
You like a bit of yoga?
Yeah, yoga's great.
Walk in Ryan's room every now and again. He's got his fucking leg above his head.
Yeah, mate. I've been meditating more though. I haven't been doing yoga recently.
Getting your head
You haven't?
face.
No, I haven't done it in I'd say like 2 weeks. Yeah, but I've been meditating like at least every day for the last couple of weeks.
What do you do for meditation?
I have the app, the Headspace app.
Oh right, yeah. The audio app?
Yeah, so you like it's like you can have it maxed to like 10 minutes, and you just literally it just kind of breathes like talks you through it. Just breathe in and just what to think about when breathing.
In the morning?
Yeah, either in the morning before bed or before work.
Does it work?
Yeah, it does.
Feel refreshed?
It's not refreshed. You just feel like you got a clear mind, and you're just like, okay, let's just get on with whatever I got to do. It's quite helpful. Maybe you should do it. I can't imagine him actually meditating. To be fair,
I'm not stressed enough to do meditation.
And he'd be sitting there for like 10 minutes about this is fucking shit. He would actually do that as well, just like with his head as well.
Yeah, he'd just be sitting there and be like,
this is fucking shit.
No, I think meditating's good. Like if you want to like de-stress a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
but
Like-
you're just not stressed.
Like if you work in a nightclub, you know, like Pop World, like the shittiest nightclub in Liverpool. Yeah. And you're de-stressing, you want to get out, do a bit of meditation.
Yeah, no, I did it before I even worked there, to be fair.
Yeah, he's been meditating for
Really?
years.
For like a year. It was like, probably like when we, like a couple of months into Tolton.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's longer.
No, I was doing yoga more, but I actually just like meditating for over a year, I'd say. Yeah, over a year.
You got any meditating tips?
Download the app.
Download Headspace.
Free advertising.
Yeah, I'll give it a
That's
go.
a plug right there.
I'll give
Headspace is paying
Headspace a
me
go.
now. But, so we went off track, didn't we? So we were talking about Condit Chiesa.
Yeah.
So you think, I think Chiesa will struggle. I think he's just...
I think if he's the next step up, he's going to struggle. Like, so he just fought Condit. So
he called out Magny, didn't he?
Well, no one's going to struggle against Magny, to be fair.
He actually don't like Magny.
Magny's a fraud. He's a fraud. He's just massive.
He's just
the
very,
lankiest
he's
guy.
just like he has like the tools everywhere, like grappling, striking, but he just doesn't possess that kind of like killer instinct.
If you walk forward against Magny, you pretty much won.
Yeah, like the boxing, like I remember when he got lit up by Larkin, that was the worst one, I think.
I feel like he's had just a few wins that people think is alright, like Hector Lombard. Remember, he was just absolutely beating the crap out of Magny.
And Magny came
and then he just gassed. Like, he seems to have just got lucky, had a few good wins, and now he seems to get loads of good fights, though, doesn't he? Yeah. Everyone he fights is like a good name.
He's like that stepping stone, like for people to get into that top rank.
Fucking shit stepping stone he is, I'll tell you that. I'd go in there with Magny.
Told you.
For the right money, I would.
I told you.
Pay me a few grand and I'm in.
Few grand.
Dana!
5 G's, baby.
5 G's.
5 G's.
1 G, baby.
$1.
What are the chances Magny's at home thinking, let's find a new fucking MMA podcast, he listens to this, calls me out. I'm like, Instagram. He's like, let's go.
I would literally piss myself. That would be so funny.
Get me in those little fucking tight UFC shorts.
Oh, we don't like the suede ones. You know, that the ones John they like cut like they sway.
Yeah, no.
Oh no.
That was the best bit about the last UFC card. John Jones was wearing proper shorts.
He's actually wearing the tight ones.
Every time we see them, we always say, why are they doing it? Because they wear the tight ones underneath it, but then they just wear the baggy shorts on top of it.
Like Ortega.
For no reason, though. I don't get the reason why you would... It gives the opponent something to grab as well.
No, you can't grab the shorts.
You can.
Well, they do. Not probably, but like you're not supposed to. But I mean, yeah, I just don't like his sways, man. It just puts me off a little bit.
I'll back Chiesa against Magny, though, to be fair. I'm not a fan of either.
I don't think he'd finish him. But I think it would just be one of them fights where it's just like, okay. I just think Chiesa will struggle against them top 5.
Yeah, and Condit retiring.
I mean, it depends what he wants to do. Like, if he just wants to take these guys that just want to step over him and like, I don't know. It just depends what he wants. I just think he's kind of like in that space where he just doesn't know what he just likes to fight. So I think it's kind of like a Jim Miller or Diego Sanchez where he's just kind of fighting, just like putting on good, like decent fights. So it just depends, really. Obviously, I don't see him getting like nowhere near the top contender.
Yeah, but when you're like one of those old guys, like you had the belt and then you lose like 6 in a row, and then you've got to like demoralise yourself a bit and go down and fight like nobody's just to get back into it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
That'll take years to get back.
And I don't know how old he is. He's got to be mid-30s, late 30s.
I reckon he's like 37, 36, 37.
Somewhere in that range. Somewhere. Once George actually becomes our producer, she can look this up on the laptop, innit?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a tablet and
we have a co-host in progress.
I know. Pending.
Application
buffering.
For the time being, though, if you do want to apply for co-host, you can send it in.
RearNakedShow.com.
RearNakedShow@gmail.com. Official email address, actually.
Yeah, we'll just make that up after.
CVs are welcome.
But yeah, that was.
What was the next one?
The next one was the shock of all shocks, mate.
Was it the Cyborg one?
Yeah, it was Amanda.
Ooh, that was dirty.
I was usually when there's a shock, I'd like stand up and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, but I was just sitting there like in shock. I just remember
it was just tense, and I remember she got tagged, and I stood up straight away. I was like, fuck! And also I'd put a bet with Nick, like £10.
Yeah,
like
you never bet as well.
I never bet as well. I was like, yeah, Cyborg's gonna win. And then I hear Sean in the other ear like, yeah, no, like it's sweet. And I was like, yeah, go on, it might as well. Just I was a bit drunk as well, so I was like, yeah, go on, whack a tenner. And she got walloped, mate. Like it was crazy.
Well, Cyborg engaged initially, like she started it, and then Amanda's punch that first landed, though, to be fair, like she had her eyes closed. It was a bit of a lucky swing. Not a lucky swing, but
the whole difference was technique and speed. That was the two things that just made Amanda win. She literally hit straight hard punches, whereas Cyborg looped her punches, and I think Amanda was just got there first, and she just hit her with.
Yeah, to be fair, like if you think about it, Cyborg loops or she comes in with hooks every time. I've never
like a jab.
I've never seen Cyborg like do a 1-2.
No, neither have I. To be fair, neither have I. But it was just like Amanda was just crisper, just faster.
Oh, Amanda does that all the time.
She's done it to Ronda, done it to Misha.
Well, against everyone, Shevchenko, she always basically sticks to the basics, doesn't she?
Best women's fighter.
On paper, I guess you have to give it to her.
You thought about that? Who else is there?
Like skill wise, not.
Okay, right. I'm talking about accolades.
Yeah, definitely.
Skill wise, I'd probably say. I mean, even though she's lost to her twice, I'd say Shevchenko's up there.
I'd say like skill, just with everything included, like weight as well. I'd say Shevchenko's probably better.
Yeah, but it's weird though because she lost to her twice.
Yeah, but
a mad thing.
I need to rewatch it, but I think I had Shevchenko beaten at the second time.
No,
it was at least like it was pretty much 50.
I remember you had Shevchenko. I had Nunes.
But it was you couldn't really call it either way.
No, it was tight. It could have gone either way.
And she's smaller.
Oh yeah. Well, Amanda just fought 145 and knocked out Cyborg, and Shevchenko's fighting 125 now. Just shows how good she is. And Amanda wouldn't rush in like that. She did against Cyborg. Wouldn't hit as fast.
But the one thing which I don't know. I don't think she'd do it. Is when she got clipped, Cyborg. She was like, "Fuck this!" Like
Didn't even no guard, nothing.
Nothing. She just was like, I think it was the first time she's been properly tagged, and then she didn't really want to like back down. Do you know what I mean? She just went at it even more.
Yeah, I was shocked. I remember. I messaged you.
Yeah, I was just lying in bed and I was like, "Are you watching the fights?" I was like, "No internet." And he was just like, Nunes just destroyed Cyborg.
Yeah, I was just like, well,
like,
Nunes just KO'd
I was
Cyborg.
like, wait, what?
Was that not down for Fight of the Year nominations?
No.
Not Fight of the Year, Round of the Year.
No, because a round normally is
Shock
like
of
the
the Year?
whole
Is that a
round.
nomination?
Yeah, shocker. I think it was the oh my god moment of the year.
That must have been it.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, I just remember watching it in the airport. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
That was incredible. I remember just jumping up. All of us jumped up except for Sean. Sean was the only one sitting there just like...
Yeah, I'm usually like, what the fuck? I was literally just sitting there like, oh shit. Because I remember before the fight, was there 4 of us? Me, you, Mira and Andrew.
Yeah.
And I remember...
Nick.
Nick and Miran, they were like contemplating betting on Amanda, and I was like joking. I was like, there's no way she's winning. And then Nick bet with you. He was like, I'll take Amanda, you take Cyborg for a tenner. And I was like, fucking do that, because no way like Cyborg's winning. And then she just got starched, and I just sat there like, oh.
But amazing performance by Amanda. Couldn't have done any better. Actually couldn't have.
Yeah.
I thought Cyborg was just a bit... She just didn't think. She just kind of just went at it on instinct. And I think Amanda just done her in, I think.
Yeah. So would you get rid of 145?
No, I wouldn't.
What
I would do the rematch.
I would do the rematch, but they're not going to do it, are they?
No, it doesn't. Well, Cyborg. I was listening to Cyborg the other day, and she was saying that her contract's up in like March.
And have you heard what Amanda said?
That she would wants to if she wants a rematch, she has to wait 2 years. And I'm
and Cyborg's going to be what 35 then? What's she now? Like 33?
No, I think she's like 30.
Yes, to be fair, I think she's actually younger than you think.
Well, she beat Gina Carano when she was like 21.
Mm.
She just mauled her. You should watch that fight. Do you know? Do you remember Deadpool, the first one?
Yeah.
Do you know the girl in it with the bad guy?
Yeah.
That's Gina Carano. Cyborg fucked her up. Like Gina Carano was like this, like was like that female, like pretty much before Ronda, innit? It was like
she like started female MMA and then Ronda like grew it.
Yeah, that's actually a really good analogy.
Good quote there, by the way.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll be watching out all podcasts. Make sure they don't do that. Just watch everyone now.
Plagiarism. Get some money up.
Yeah, the Real Naked Show's suing you.
Imagine if they get an email through from the Rear Naked Show at gmail.com and they're like, what the fuck is this?
It'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it? But yeah, it was incredible by Amanda, and I think.
But who's Amanda fighting next then?
I said to you the other day, even though it's not a big draw, I think the next one lies Caitlin Vieira. To be honest, she's the next one. I don't see there's no other contenders. Unless she wants to just take a long break and let him muddle up and see what happens.
Well, do you know what is a good fight? And she just won.
I know you're about to say Holly Holm.
No, that's another one though. Jermaine Durandame and Nunes would actually be quite a good fight.
Yeah, but when is the last time Jermaine Durandame fought?
Because I think Jermaine Durandame is...
She's solid, man.
She could be as good a striker, I reckon, as Nunes.
Yeah, but the whole thing of taking the belt off her and then fighting for the belt she pretty much wanted to get rid of because she didn't want to fight Cyborgs.
Yeah, she'll have to get another win.
Yeah, I don't. I would like to see her fight.
I do.
Her full process. I don't get it.
Holm versus Nunes, because I think Vieira Nunes isn't he's not going to be that hype. To be fair, no, I do Holm versus Nunes, and then I do Vieira versus Durandame, winner v winner.
It just I don't know. I think Vieira makes sense. It's just that she isn't just doesn't. There's no one knows her. Who knows her? You don't probably even heard of the girl.
Who? Jermaine Durandame?
No, Caitlin Vieira.
Andrew Jermaine Durandame.
Yeah, you wouldn't have heard of that either.
People know Holly Holm.
Yeah, I know Holly.
Yeah. Oh, do you know her personally?
Yeah.
What's she like?
She's lovely.
I know. Yeah. Do you know what? Cyborg's the nicest fucking person. See her post-fight interview?
No. Actually,
mate,
I probably have, but I don't remember it.
She's so nice. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, but do you remember when she beat Ronda? She beat Ronda and she went on some
I'm talking about Cyborg.
Oh, Cyborg. I thought you said Nunes.
No, Cyborg's post-fight speech.
Oh.
Because you look
No,
at
she didn't have one in
Cyborg
the
and you think
cage though, did she? It was like at the
yeah,
press conference.
No, the press conference after she was just
Did
like apologising.
Did you see her with the thing?
Huh?
With like the I don't know what it was, like a blanket or like a cushion or something that covered her face. She was taking the piss out of Ronda when Ronda lost, and she went for the airport with like a cushion, not because
Oh, really?
media. And Cyborg came out with this, and then just started laughing. I was like, fair play. Like, she's just taking the piss out of Ronda because she couldn't take the loss.
Yeah. To be fair, oh no, they've done that far. I was going to say Holm Cyborg, but I forgot they already fought.
No, I think if you're talking about style wise, Holm and Nunes would be a great fight. I do think they should keep 145. They just kind of have to get some like even though Invicta have some 145ers, Bellator have some 145ers. They just need to get some of these 145ers in. They need to build that division. And then Jones Gustafsson,
Jones Gustafsson.
He didn't like the fight. He actually, I remember.
I didn't like the fight at all. The whole time I was just thinking, like, I didn't think either of them looked good, to be honest. I think that was, even though Jones, like, on paper, you're like, oh shit, you finished Gustafsson second round, like that's amazing. I didn't think he looked as good on the feet. I thought he was quite slow, and I thought Gustafsson. Well, Gustafsson said he injured his leg like in the first round.
Yeah, but them kicks that Jones does is like the ridiculous. I don't see him. On the knee. Jones was just.
They're ones where you watch it, you will literally like not even notice, and then you're like, why is he like fighting crap? But then if you were actually him, you'd be like, oh, I'm in serious pain. Do you know what I mean?
I think Jones is just. I did think he started slow. The first round was slow, but then it kind of.
I thought the whole fight was like slow motion.
I think that's because you were waiting for something. It sounds like you're waiting for because you were waiting for Gus to kind of like turn it up a bit. I just think Jones kind of shutting down a bit with the leg kicks. I don't know what round Gus hurt his leg.
I think no, he literally said like the first exchange, like the first leg kick.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But
I feel like all fighters say that though, don't they?
Yeah.
They always say, obviously you can't like they're the ones in the fight, but it always seems to be like the first round.
If you're gonna want Jones anywhere, you want him pretty much back to the fence, and especially if you're a good boxer like us, that's you. When he's there, you've got to take advantage, and he had him there the whole fight, and he just couldn't fucking touch him.
I think you got to take risks against Jones.
You have to. That's what I was disappointed in, because Gustafsson was trying to be like technical, and you just can't.
You have to be kind of gritty.
You've got to be
a dirty boxer.
You've got to go in there thinking I'm gonna brawl.
You got to kind of dirty box him a little bit.
And I thought if they did that, Gustafsson might get the upper hand.
But he didn't even. He hit him with like a few clean shots, but nothing significant.
He literally didn't do anything really, did he?
I thought Jones but round by round he kind of turned it up. I think second round he kind of opened up, done the oblique kicks, leg kicks, high kicks, elbows. He pretty much mixed it up. He's just so versatile.
He's so good, but I think he's beatable. Like, everyone talks about John Jones, right, as if he's like this unbeatable person that's so much further out than everyone else. I think there is an easy way to beat. Not an easy way to beat him, but I think someone will beat him.
I think someone that's got to be a good.
Do you know what?
Wrestler
I think Anthony Smith
boxing
is actually an alright matchup if he can avoid going to the ground.
I mean,
because that's the next fight. It's booked.
Everyone's got a puncher's chance. There's nothing to prove to me that Jones can lose. Obviously, he can lose, but
if Anthony Smith goes and puts proper pressure on him,
he could definitely.
I reckon he cause problems.
Even though people will say Shogun and Rashad are like they're old, but when you see him fucking punch the shit out of them, dirty punches. It's very tenacious. Anthony Smith,
yeah, very tenacious.
So I think if he's going to win, it's going to be tenaciousness that's going to get him the win. He just has to be aggressive. But what's his cardio like?
Well, he's come up from 185, hasn't he? I reckon it'll be right.
I mean, did you think that fight was going to be next?
What, Anthony Smith?
Yeah.
Well, there's no one else.
Well, did you think he was going to do DC? Is that what you thought or no?
I thought he would, but then before the fight, he was getting questioned, like, will you go up to heavyweight? And he kept saying no, didn't he? I don't know. Maybe he's just covering it up, but he's literally sounding like he's never going to go to heavyweight.
It's a shame though.
Although he called out Brock Lesnar, didn't he, after the last fight?
But he knows that's different. It's a big fight, and it's not like he'll get loads of money for that. Against these other heavyweights, he's not going to get.
I think Cormier at heavyweight though is a big fight.
So do I. I want to see the Cormier heavyweight. I just want to see big.
He has to, because if he beats Anthony Smith, who else is he going to fight?
I mean, well, Corey Anderson was upset, wasn't he? Because he's on like a 3-fight winning
You
streak.
can't do Jones, Corey Anderson, though, can you?
Well, they're doing John Jones, Anthony Smith. The only reason Anthony Smith got it over Corey Anderson, I think, is just the fact he's finished everyone. Because Corey Anderson hasn't been finished everyone, and the fact that there's a little bit of momentum on Anthony Smith. Like, you're hearing his name a little bit more. And I think the Ozdemir one was a big win. The Ozdemir was... Because Ozdemir's up there as, like, the top 3, isn't he? Because you got Jones, Gus, and then it's kind of like Ozdemir, and then whoever else is behind him.
Yeah.
So I think the Ozdemir win got in that shot, to be honest.
And we've got Ozdemir coming to us. London.
Yeah, he's fighting Dominic Reyes, isn't he?
I like that fight.
I like that Dominic Reyes.
It's better than some of the fucking fights we get at London.
Dominic Reyes is really good. I like him.
He's the next one for Jones if he gets like, maybe even just that win. If he beats Ozdemir, like he's right up there.
Yeah, definitely. I think if he wins, I do it him and Corey Anderson. I think, to be honest, because I think Jones and DC will happen. I think it'll be later in the summer. Because I think there's just too much money in it.
But he's like proper technical. Right?
Oh,
there's another guy at 205, a young guy as well. He fought recently. I can't think of his name, but he's as good as Reyes for sure. I'd have to go over his name, but there's a couple guys coming up in 205, but people just haven't really heard of them yet.
Yeah, I'm not too sure who you're on about, but yeah, 205 there's definitely a few contenders emerging. I think with Jones back as well, it makes some interesting matchups as well, and gives him like get Jones back on track and it just fight to fight contenders and get some fights in. So, but overall, I thought the card was alright. I ended up watching Mendes Volkanovski after.
Yeah, I've seen the whole fight.
Man, Volkanovski looked.
He's sick. Have you seen what he said recently?
No, about Holloway.
No. Because he used to play rugby, and he used to weigh like
200 pounds,
210 or something. And
I was like,
he's like 5'6", so he was like, John Jones, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
That would be so good.
I mean,
can you imagine that if he like just went up the weight classes like fucking Manny Pacquiao, mate?
That was a performance he put on.
Yeah,
he shut.
It was close for the whole fight.
Chad hurt him at one point. He did rattle him, but Volkanovski's composure was incredible.
Chad, he has got a cardio problem, hasn't he?
I thought that as well. He went 5 rounds with Aldo, and he didn't like gas. He went,
but they kind of both slowed down.
Yes. So right, because Aldo's been known.
You only really notice the cardio when like it's relative, like someone's cardio is above yours.
Yeah.
Because if you're both resting at the same times and then engaging at the same time, you never really notice it.
Yeah, I agree.
Only until like you come up someone like Tony Ferguson or something that's going to keep coming at you, and then you're like, "Fuck you know, should have gone on a few more runs."
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
But he's got some good fight. I reckon. Well, he could take on Aldo.
Well, have you heard he's retired? Apparently,
yeah, Mendes. Yeah,
I heard he retired. Like, mad.
Yeah.
I think he just realized. I think Volkanovski's just, from what it seemed from that fight, he's just a better version everywhere.
Has Aldo? No, Aldo's got a fight lined up, hasn't he?
He's fighting Moicano.
So who's left?
So you got Ortega.
Oh, they're gonna do that, aren't they?
I mean,
Ortega,
that seems next. To
be fair, that suits Ortega in a way, if it should, because he's going to go to the ground.
And the stand-up will be...
And he's got the reach.
That fight will be pretty crazy. I want to see that.
Yeah.
I think Volkanovski, him to challenge for the belt as well, like against Holloway, would be amazing, I think. It's a new contender there.
Yeah.
And then, I don't even remember who's even on the undercard. Oh, BJ Penn got heel hooked by Ryan Hall. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was
dumb.
That's probably like the best submission I've ever seen.
He literally
in slow motion. It looks even better as well.
Yeah, so it's like it's called like a Illuminati roll or something. It's like
he did it in the Ultimate Fighter.
So you're facing each other, and he like goes to the floor and wraps his leg around you. It's the craziest thing.
But when you watch it in slow motion, because at first he goes down and wraps his leg around you, but then in slow motion you realise that he gets his head like between your legs, like looking up at your dick, and then his leg is then wrapped around your head, so he's kind of like upside down, like he'll hook your head with his foot whilst his head is in between your legs, and he'll take you down that way. It's like the weirdest thing. It's like a snake.
Yeah, I'm gonna like try and find the video. This is it, wait. Watch it. I won't play the volume, but you just need to...
See his like leg there. He will like drag you down with his leg.
And he tapped out straight away.
Yeah, you could see BJ Penn's face was like. Fuck!
So it's like a heel hook. Like apparently he popped his knee as well.
Yeah, he said he heard it pop.
It's nasty, like.
Well, I was telling Miran though, because he's been out for ages, isn't he, Ryan Hall? And his last fight, he fought. What's his name? Oh god, he kept going to the floor with him.
Gray Maynard.
He fought Gray Maynard, right?
Maynard.
And it was like the weirdest fight that you could watch because he was keeping distance. Ryan Hall was keeping distance, and then he would kick, and then as soon as Gray Maynard went to counter him, he literally just dropped to the floor, so he couldn't punch him. So as soon as he'd like miss a kick or miss a punch, he just dropped to the floor, and Gray Maynard just didn't go to the ground with him because he knew he'd probably lose.
Wrapped up.
It's like it's such a good technique, though, isn't it? Because
don't get hit.
He can just risk like doing a flip. Like
he could just roll backwards if he wants to.
Spin his back kick and then just be like, floor. Because there's no rule to say that you can't just go to drop to the floor. Like
the only thing that Maynard could do is just wait for him to get up, but then the referee would make it.
Like leg kicking when he's on the ground or something. But even when he's on the ground, he kind of like purposely tries to counter your leg kicks that come in to like try and break your leg. So it's a bit weird.
And if you try and go in his guard, you kind of messed up, like because he's just gonna wrap a leg or an arm or.
What's that though? 145.
Yeah.
Gosh, Ryan Hall, Brian Ortega.
Yes. Oh, what?
Sign me up to that fucking matchmaking.
I wouldn't even mind seeing that in a jiu-jitsu contest, to be honest. That'd be naughty, I think.
Well, he does loads of jiu-jitsu competitions.
Well, that's what he's been doing. Because when did he fight Gray Maynard? Like a year ago? Over a year ago.
Oh, over a year ago.
But yeah, other than the Ryan Hall BJ, who else was... I don't even remember who was on the undercard. I didn't watch any of the others.
No, I forgot. We got a card coming up though. In 10 days.
Yeah. Oh, you'll be watching that one. Are you going to try and watch that? The Dillashaw Cejudo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's next Saturday.
Oh shit, I'm not here for that actually.
You back in London?
Got my nan's 90th.
Oh.
Just got a fancy meal out.
Have you? You going to wear that shirt? Looks smart enough.
This shirt?
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I actually think it's nice.
It's a nice shirt.
Have you not seen it before?
No, it's like one of them. Do you remember Uniqlo, the shop?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the old flannel ones that they used to do for like a tenner. I used to get loads of them. Like I had like 4 or 5 of them. Like that color, like red, like blue, all of them.
Manière d'Avor is the brand.
How much was it?
It's kind of good because it's like it looks like a good quality brand, but the prices are like £30 to £35 for a shirt.
Have you converted our Boohoo to that?
I actually I haven't bought Boohoo in ages. Only because I got rid of I had so many clothes, right? And I thought, I'm fed up with like all these clothes, and then you don't wear loads of the clothes and stuff. So I got rid of pretty much every item that I don't wear regularly.
Right.
And then I just keep or have bought like items that I will wear like a lot and let go because basically everything I wear now is like black.
Right.
So I just look like I'm going to a funeral.
Turn into a gold.
Yeah, black, grey, white, or like beigey kind of colour. Do you know what I mean?
Goth now, innit? You see him black nail
Black
nail varnish.
No, but that's the way to go. But everything I have is good quality. Because to be fair, Boohoo's really good, but when you wash it, it does. If you wash it loads of times, I noticed the quality went like a bit.
Did it?
Has yours not?
No. This is both.
I think the tops are alright, but when you go onto like the jumpers and stuff,
right,
I noticed that they just don't fit as well when you first get them.
Oh.
No, maybe you're getting bigger.
Yeah, it's all them fucking pull-ups, boy. Yeah?
Gains, bro. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about?
Talking about this card, mate, and then went on to about your.
Oh, my nan's 90th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that comes first. Well, yeah, she's 90. That's pretty much all the news. We're going for a nice lunch out with the family.
Where?
But the thing is, when you get that old, you like, she was like, I'm going to invite everyone. And then, because this was at Christmas, and we were at my uncle's house, but then I stayed at my nan's because I ain't got enough bed. So I was sitting down with my nan at like midnight or something. It's nice and cute. And then we were going over who she should invite, and she was like, "Oh, I just invited everyone because whoever turns up turns up." And then I looked at the list and I was like, "There's only 15 people," and she was like, "Yeah, everyone's died." And it was just one of those awkward silences. I was just like,
That's funny.
okay. I was like, I hope those 15 people turn up.
I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, do you know what? Neither was I.
But when you're that old, like you have like us that were at Christmas, like your close family, like her sons, maybe a few grandkids, but your friends, do you know what I mean? She doesn't really have any friends of that age.
Well, hopefully everyone all them 15 people turn up, mate.
Yeah.
Well, Sean's going.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Do you have any grandparents around?
I only discovered my granddad
Oh yeah, shit.
Wait, what year were we in? 7 years ago.
What
6
year
years
are we in? Pay attention, lad.
2019.
Yeah. Do you know what? It's a new year, mate.
Year new me.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, about six years, I'd say. 6 years December, just gone, because that's what I was trying to work out. Because I met him in December.
And how old is
He,
Roughly.
like early 60s.
Oh fuck, he's young then.
He's young, yeah. Well, he was young when
Wait, that's young.
Yeah.
My granny just
Fucking
turned 69.
Yeah, that's the more normal age, isn't it? 69. If we're 20,
Well, it depends how, like...
we're 24, so say you have kids at like 30,
She had her.
then they
first
should be
kid.
around like 70, 75, shouldn't they, Nans?
Yeah, like...
So your family were going...
Like, I didn't really know. I knew, like, my dad's parents a little bit, hardly any, but they died when I was, like, 6, 7.
Your what?
My dad's grandparents.
Oh, right, yeah.
I didn't really know them that well.
Yeah.
But they died, like, they were, like, in their... My granddad was, like, in his 80s. My nan was, like, in the 70s.
Yeah. But when you get to like 90, you got to think about moving into like a home and shit.
I know. Well, my granddad lived in a home.
At what age?
I don't know when he moved, but he was there when I was born, so that's... like late 70s, early 70s he was in there.
Yeah. Yeah, when you get to like 80, you got to think about doing it.
Alright.
He's planned that one out, isn't he? He's like, I'm going to go this
Can't
age.
make that turning it in. Getting home.
No, but they don't ever realise that they need to go in a home because they're like... Because you'll never say to yourself like, oh my god, I'm losing it. Like, you need people to tell you that you're losing it mentally.
Sean, you're losing it.
Do you know what I mean?
Get Sean old people's home.
Fuck.
You just see him in the corner just pull ups and then on his laptop just write about nutritional advice.
Oh, they're
for a
fucking
client.
expensive, mate. Fucking homes, mate. Do you know how much they are? I can't afford that shit.
What, like the pull up bars? Do you mean?
No, homes.
Oh, like the
just
old
going
people's
into a
homes.
home like $1,000 a week.
Is it?
The one that she's looking at going into, my nan, is £1,700 a week.
What?
I didn't know they were that
I know.
expensive.
I know.
But ain't it like they only get like a little room?
That's
don't
in
they?
Surrey. It's like that's a
little
nice
room
one.
And they feed you, but
Yeah.
Yeah, they put on like evening activities, like bingo and stuff.
knitting.
Dominoes. Dominoes is a
Cards.
sick game.
Dominoes is sick.
I played it at Christmas a lot with Carol.
We used to play it all the time.
It's actually a really good game. You played it?
What?
Dominoes.
Yeah, mate. I'm fucking 24. Of course I played
24.
dominoes.
Why does your age affect how you play
Dominoes?
dominoes?
It's been around since like for hundreds.
Well, you
of
might have
years,
been one of
hasn't
them like people under a rock. You know, you're a bit weird.
it? I'm a bit weird.
Yeah. Right, should we go on this card, mate?
Yeah.
So is this the next UFC card?
So Saturday, January 2019.
And it's the 19th of January.
Oh wait, 19th of January. Yeah. So my nan's birthday and UFC fight night.
Is it this is the next card?
Yeah, this is literally the next one. So we got so this weekend there's nothing.
I'm buzzing for this matchup. The main event is unbelievable, I think.
Yeah.
Have you seen them go back and forth?
I don't know I haven't looked at the prelims. Oh, is that this is the card with
Greg Hardy.
you got Greg Hardy and
Yeah.
then they've also got Rachel Ostovich on it. And obviously
Pedro.
Greg Hardy, right? He was an American football player, right?
That's right, yeah.
And he's basically been convicted for abusing like his girlfriends or whatever. And then you've had Rachel Ostovich is the fourth fight on the card, and literally in the last like month or two, it's come out that her husband or partner has been abusing her, and so she's like broken up with him.
They're on the same card.
And they put them on the same card, even though the Ostovich story is in the news, and obviously Greg Hardy is like well known for beating up women.
Wow.
So it's a bit of
a bold move, isn't it?
They put him.
I think they've done that on purpose.
He's the first fight of the night though, so it's not like anyone's gonna really.
I thought it was the co-main.
Co-main of what? The prelims.
No, of the main card. I heard he was.
Actually, well, on this website, they sometimes their orders.
Go on Wiki. Go on the Wiki, because when you go on Wiki, they actually have the order, and that's always the order as well.
Yeah. I haven't actually seen Greg Hardy fight, to be honest.
I saw him on the Contender Series. Is it the Contender Series? Yeah, and he knocked that guy out within like a minute or something. Just smacked him. The guy didn't know what
Well, he's probably going to be like... Eric Anders has just come from American football, isn't he? He's just like a big, powerful guy. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Oh my... What?
I told you.
Why is it co-main event? Is that 2 fights?
It's the name. It's the name, man. I mean, he should not be the co-main. I'd open him on the main card. That's what I would have done. Or put him... How is Donald Cerrone the main event of the prelims? The last fight of the prelims and Greg...
So you've got Donald Cerrone as the 7th fight, and you've got Glover Teixeira as the 6th fight, and Paige Van Zandt as the 5th, but you've got Greg Hardy as the 2nd.
It's ESPN. It's definitely the ESPN.
I'd have thought Paige and Ostovich would have been up there. They usually like a girls' fight like that, like a scrappy girls' fight.
I like that main card though. I like the
6 fights in the main. That's pretty decent.
I like Gregor Gillespie, mate. Oh my god. Have you seen him fight?
I don't think so.
No way. Have you not? You need to watch one of his fights.
I might have seen him fight without sort of recognising him. Who was his
He's undefeated, mate. He's literally been running through these guys. Like, his grappling's ridiculous. He's been mauling everybody.
And his fight in...
Yancy Medeiros.
Ooh.
That'd be a good fight. And Yancy Medeiros ain't no joke as well. This is a lot. So Yancy Medeiros is...
He ain't no joke.
No, but Medeiros was welterweight. Do you remember? He fought Alex Oliveira.
And he fought Cerrone.
So he's going back to lightweight now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I liked him at welterweight, to be fair.
Glover, Kutalaba, that'll be a good fight.
So wait, how is Cerrone below Medeiros when Cerrone not finished him?
Cerrone usually is the main fight in fight night cards, isn't he? Like he's headlined a few of the sort of abroad ones, isn't he?
I think the
in Poland.
The UFC think backwards. I swear sometimes, like how I'd love to know how they do it.
John Lineker against Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen's an up and comer. He's there kicking off prelims.
That's just another thing. Why you're just like. I'd love to know their logic behind how they order these fights in a row. I don't know how they do it.
The fight after John Lineker is Alonzo Manyfield versus Vinicius Moreira. Who are they?
I don't know. That's the thing. I'd love to know how they like order it. How do they order it?
I have no idea.
ESPN definitely had a say in this.
It's quite stacked though. Even on the early prelims, you got Randy Brown, Dennis Bermudez.
Oh, there's some great fights. Cerrone Hernandez. The Hernandezes look really good. Glover's on there. Paige and Rachel Ostovich. Benavidez and Dustin Ortiz. That'd be a great fight. Gregor Gillespie and Madero. The card's pretty stacked.
What are your thoughts on the main event?
I think it's going to be a great fight. The big thing is obviously TJ at 125. That's really... Can he have the same skill levels and everything else along with it at 125? If he does, he has a great chance against him.
If TJ's as good at 125 as at 135, I think he's going to win. But it could be a case of what we just saw with like Nunes Cyborg, where they go down and you're like, fucking hell, those lighty guys are fast.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? And so
the grappling will be interesting. I think both the stand-up and the grappling, both their stand-ups, Cejudo's stand-up's gone a long way, especially with that karate style he has now. Against TJ style, though, I think TJ style will be a bit more effective.
Do you reckon it'll go to the ground, like, for the most part?
No, I think it'll stay on the feet most of the part.
I think round one will stay on the feet, and then if Cejudo loses round one, he's definitely going to look to take it down. If he's losing the stand-up battle, which I think he probably will, as soon as he realises that, I reckon he'll try and take it to the ground. But do you reckon he'll get him down if he tried to?
Who? Which
Cejudo, if he tried to take Dillashaw down?
I think he could take him down. I don't know about holding him down.
Yeah, because TJ's so good at getting back up. So probably, one of the best.
This is one of the best fights to put on at the moment, I think. It's going to be great.
And if TJ wins, you could kind of scrap that division, some people think.
Yeah, well, a lot of people think that, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Cejudo. Like, I think they should give Cejudo a chance in that division if, obviously, he wins, to keep it open. He beat Mighty Mouse. Give someone else a try at marketing that division. Because I think he'd do a good job. He's very marketable. Like, did you see when Ariel done the MMA awards, he done Cejudo and Dillashaw on a split screen, and they were like going back and forth, and it was brilliant. It was actually really
like
good.
The classic like Diaz McGregor kind of thing.
Not like that, but like Cejudo was in his home, like in a blazer, and was showing his belts and his gold medal to Dillashaw. He's like, "You ain't gonna get this, boy." And then Dillashaw was like, "I'm better than you," blah blah. And it was actually really good. And I think just when there's high level MMA, I think you're guaranteed like a great fight, and it's just tense.
If we go betting odds, I presume TJ's relatively big favourite.
Who have you? Obviously, you don't. I don't think you've watched Cejudo, have you?
No.
So,
Cejudo just beat Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
Dillashaw's champion of 135, isn't he?
Yeah.
So he's gone down?
He's going down 10 pounds.
I don't get why is he going down though? It doesn't make any sense.
Because he's always wanted to do that, hasn't he? He's always wanted to go down to get that second belt.
Yeah, because you've seen TJ Dillashaw, right?
Yeah.
He comes in at 135 and, like, rough guess, he's probably like 7% body fat. 8%.
And he's shredded at 135, I think.
Yeah, so if he goes down to 125, I literally don't know what... He must just be losing water weight.
It
definitely doesn't look like
there's
any water weight.
It's definitely muscle.
He must have just, like, got rid of strength training.
Well,
for this camp.
Have you seen, like, his... Like, if you go on his, like, Instagram and stuff, he's doing all this, like, smaller scientific stuff. He looks skinny.
Well, he works with a guy, like, kind of like a nutritionist / fitness trainer.
On his Instagram, there was, like, a video of him, like, on the computer, and they send him, like, this 4 stuff, and it tests, like, testosterone, like all
testosterone.
Yeah.
Signed up to John Jones's fucking doctor.
It literally like measures all your levels. In
I see. They're testing his testosterone levels.
It's like this thing he gets now. Like I don't know. It's like
He's basically getting like regular blood tests and stuff to check where he's at.
Smart idea if he's gonna do it. If he's gonna go.
Yeah, at least he's doing it healthily.
Yeah, he's preparing. I mean.
But the thing is,
exactly.
Especially when it's the first time going down, like you wanna. The ideal situation is to have like a test cut. So you, in your camp, you'll drop down to 125 and have like a spar or something with someone to see if you're actually all right doing it. I don't know if he's done that.
Though. I feel like
he might have done that when we just don't know about it.
No, but do you remember when he was supposed to fight Cody the first time, and he was supposed to fight him in that July card, and it got called off because they fought in Madison Square Garden, didn't they? Mm. And do you remember they were like going to do him and Mighty Mouse?
Yeah.
And then he was like preparing for that. He was like he was dropping the weight down already.
Yeah.
And he looked skinnier. I mean, I think if anyone could do it, he can. Cejudo's just such a high level at that weight as well. It's just going to be interesting. I think
those odds make sense though. So TJ Dillashaw's 4-9. So essentially, if you put on £10, then you will get 15 back.
So Dillashaw's the favourite.
Dillashaw's like, considerable favourite, which makes sense.
Does it? I thought it'd be evens. I do think this fight's evens. It's split down the middle, I think. I think there's just too much, a bit like...
Evens, really?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
But if it was 135, then...
Yeah, I'd favour TJ. Like, I think it's his division. But... Going down £10, it definitely does something. Especially if
he's
he's
already so small.
I know, like
smaller.
I know it's a bit like, and he still looks a bit drawn. Like he looks good, but he looks drawn when he makes that weight at 135.
That's so light as well. Like I don't know anyone that's 135. Like that's tiny.
Yeah. Well, he's 5'6".
125 is like
he's
a
like
joke.
5'6".
Who? TJ Dillashaw?
Yeah, he's about 5'6", I'd say.
Yeah, like when they're on TV, you're like, oh, it's just a normal sized guy.
Yeah, because
if you ever see them in real life,
TJ's like a regular sized bantamweight. He isn't like an over. He's not a big guy for bantamweight. He makes that weight pretty easy, it seems. So it'd be interesting. Oh, did you see the pay-per-view buys for the John Jones Gustafsson?
No, I haven't. Let me get. Do you know it?
Yeah, I do know
it.
Do you know how these pay-per-view buys? So like McGregor Khabib was the biggest one, like 2.4 million, which is ridiculous in MMA.
They say now, like, because pay-per-views is going down because obviously like people stream it and stuff illegally.
Yeah.
They say a good pay-per-view buy for a card is like 300,000 roughly.
So that's like that. So Holloway Ortega done about 300,000.
Yeah,
that's decent for them.
Which is good.
Like Romero Whittaker, they're not like the most known people. They got like 160,000. Like, so not the greatest.
I'd say John Jones, Gustafsson probably just did a tiny bit better than Holloway Ortega. I'd say 350 to 400.
No.
I'm gonna guess
Lower or higher?
100.
Lower or higher than 350?
Higher.
Higher?
Yeah.
I definitely wouldn't think it would go that much higher than half, like 500.
Do you know?
What?
Estimate about 900,000.
Ugh.
900,000.
That's because I can guarantee you because it got so much like hype. Well, not hype, but it just was in the media so much about John Jones testing.
And the fact that they moved event.
It became like a talking point.
It moved from Vegas to California after they found the Toronto in his body.
It was a big talking point before it, like, is John Jones on steroids? And they moved the arena, so it was being talked about loads. So I reckon the casual fan probably went, fuck it, let's just buy it.
And I think Jones is just that polarising. His story's just mad, like, just a young, wild boy that just gets fucked up on cocaine and did get fucked on cocaine and just beat people up. Sounds like fun.
And now take steroids.
Yeah, well, Sean thinks everyone takes steroids. I think it sounds like he did.
The Nate Diaz quote, everyone is on steroids.
I know. But,
I just don't think that fight should have gone ahead. I don't know how the UFC sanctioned it.
Because they wanted that big pop.
You could tell it was desperation mode. End of the year card, they needed like end of year money. What did you say?
Needed that money.
Yeah.
Needed that money.
Literally.
When the company's been bought for 4.2 billion, they need to make that money back ASAP, mate. Because they're going to be living that long to make that much back.
And they say at the beginning of the year is when you have like a year review, like of your profits and stuff. And
then like you want that end of the year to be a bang. You want to bang like that end of that's why they try and put they put Ronda the years ago. Who they last year? They had last year wasn't because they had Cyborg Holm.
Yeah, it's always a big card, the end of the year card. It's usually McGregor, isn't it? Really, McGregor's usually on in December, like one of the last couple cards.
Yeah, because he fought Aldo December, but he done 900,000. They estimated.
That's fucking good. Yeah, so if he fought Cormier at heavyweight, it's definitely going to like 1.4
million, I reckon.
Because Gustafsson's not exactly like the biggest name.
He's just massive.
He's like a good name in Europe, and that's about it.
He's massive in Sweden.
Massive in Sweden, yeah, but Sweden's got like 10 people. It's true. Let's look up the population of Sweden. Done.
No, I'd say about.
Have a guess.
40 million. No, Sweden's quite big. It's
Wait, how many's UK got?
Like 60 million. No, you mean UK or England?
England.
Like 60 million, 70 million.
And you think Sweden's got 40?
No, I got that wrong. I'd say like 90.
No.
Wait, what?
Sweden's massive, isn't it?
What? Sweden ain't got more people than England, is it?
Alright, then how much is it? I don't know.
Like in England?
It's 10 million.
10 million?
Yeah.
But it's so big, isn't it? That's crazy.
Yeah, look at Russia.
I know.
That's
true.
How
Yeah.
dense
That's true.
England is. Like,
England's
there's
just
towns
very
everywhere.
I think we need to like just.
We're just very densely populated.
You can't like go out and be in the open really in England. You're just fucking everything.
That's actually mad how like Mauritius has 1 million, and think how fucking big that island is. It's
Northern
fucking
Ireland's
tiny.
only got like 1.8
million.
Yeah.
What has Ireland?
Northern Ireland.
But that's
Northern Ireland.
But you can drive around Northern Ireland in like a couple of hours, couldn't you?
Like 8 hours, yeah.
No, but if you drove from if you started in the south and went to the north, not like
2 hours.
yeah.
So the England population is 55 million. So
That's in 2015, mate.
All right. Well, how much has it gone up? Fucking hell, people aren't shagging like ridiculously.
They are.
Yeah, they
That's
are
the
these
issue.
days, mate.
That's
True.
true.
Well, no, it says. Oh no. All right, let's just say 60 million then. So you bet 90 million. You fucking.
Now
I'm gonna bet 15, and you say 10.
No, I'd say 100 million now.
Huh?
In Sweden? Yeah. 100 million.
Oh yeah, mate. Them Swedes are mad cunts.
Oh!
Ooh! Get it.
Oh wait, I thought I said 10.
I said 10.
You said 10. 9.995 million. That's in 2017, so it's definitely gone up. So I reckon it's bang on 10 to be fair.
I was 90.0005 million off.
Oh.
I know.
Never listen to Ryan.
Yeah, when it comes to population of countries.
And you got a degree as well.
I know, mate. Not in geography.
Still. You'd think it requires some logic.
Yeah, but it's a big country though. Obviously, yeah, I know it's not as dense, but it looks big.
It's more long.
Yeah.
I want to go there actually because Ollie, that I went to school with, we're talking about going away to Eastern Europe, like in the next few months, just for a week.
Yeah, Norway.
No, not necessarily Sweden. Just like one of those kind of countries. You know what I mean?
I don't know what's in Finland though. Like, is anything like?
That's the thing.
Norway seems lovely.
I don't know anything.
Norway seems mad.
I don't know anything about those countries, so it would be quite cool to just like go and just fucking. Jesus Christ, it is big, isn't it? I thought you were chatting shit. It's like twice the size of England, or bigger.
It's
about
like
three
times.
Yeah, but like it's really, really snowy from like here.
Yeah, it's more
land.
It's probably not. It's like Russia though.
It's not living land, is it?
Like you go in Russia. Look at how much land there is. It's just a joke.
And that's got the same population as India.
Let's zoom.
No, it hasn't.
Yeah, it has.
No, it has not. India's got almost 1 billion.
Look at the size of Russia.
No,
in terms of population.
Nah, India's like
1 billion.
Yeah.
And then Russia's like 100 and 200 million. Look it up.
India shags for fun.
Yeah, well,
they have like 10 kids each, literally.
Well, in China now, you can only isn't like the legal thing is like you can only have 1 kid now.
Yeah, sure they were.
I'm sure you can get around it, but I think
really.
Yeah,
where'd you hear that?
It was in the news like years ago.
That's mad.
Like if they had a baby girl, they would just abort it or throw it away in the bin because they wanted a boy.
That's
why the population in China now is like more about boys and girls.
That's proper.
No, there's a film though that came out like a year ago, 2 years ago that I saw, and it was about 3 identical twins, and it was like that. You were only allowed
twins.
Triplets. That you could only have 1 kid, but so they pretended to be the same person. So 2 of them would stay in the flat at one time. Do you know what I mean? And then one would like go out and work, and they try and pretend that they were like
so they all had
one
the same
person.
Job?
Yeah, they had the same job. They turn up to work. They obviously literally looked identical. That's a sick film. I wish I remembered it. But yeah, I reckon that happens in China though. Do you know what I think? Like they have like more than 1 kid and they just fucking stay at home. Do you know what I mean?
What? And they just what you saying? They all look like each other.
You're not allowed to say.
Well,
it's your turn to
I did not make that racist. You just made that racist. First bit of racism on the Road Naked show. You can have as many kids as you want. They all look the fucking same. No one will know.
No, I'm saying, is that what you're saying?
No, and I didn't even infer it. You literally just went on.
I know.
Fucking hell. Everyone's clicked off. Fucking Chinese people are listening.
No, obviously not. But it's just like from our interpretation when we look, because we don't see them often. They all kind of look similar, and it's just obviously if you were around them more, you probably would be able to tell.
But they say that about white people.
Yeah, but I feel like the features are different. Like with white, I feel like but like with the Asian,
they have different features.
But it's very more. It's more distinct.
Yeah, I had a friend.
Like white.
I had a friend in Bournemouth,
Chinese people.
That was
Asians.
See, now you're just talking about Chinese.
Sorry, Asians. Sorry, my bad. I apologise.
Yeah, but then you've got like Western Asian and Eastern Asian. You know, like India Asian.
Yeah, there are differences.
Yeah,
Isn't there?
Yeah, there's definitely differences, but I don't know what.
Yeah, I just don't know what the differences are. That's the problem. I need to
know. You wouldn't. What's the difference between like, say, a Chinese and a Japanese? Exactly. Like, I'd like to know the difference. Like, what's the difference?
But I had a mate in Bournemouth it was called T-Can, and he
Was that his actual name?
No, his actual name, like T-I space K-I-A-N, and he was from I forgot, but he was kind of like Chinesey, and he even admitted that there are like less, even though he was from that area, he thought that they looked more similar than like white people do. Do you know what I mean? Like there's more distinct characteristics between white people.
Yeah, but there is, because like you have like different coloured hair, different. Like you don't see. I don't see many Asians with like blonde hair. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's never naturally blonde.
No, but that's what I mean. Like, but you have like,
or like blue eyes,
blonde,
blue eyes. Do you know what I mean?
Like they're all kind of same features.
And it's rare to get like big Asian guys. Like they're all generally the same kind of.
I tell you what, I was in the gym the other day
body.
and I saw some wham Asian. Holy fuck! He was just like
Yeah, but they'll stand out. You'll be like, Jesus Christ. Like, if he went back to Asia, they'd be like, fucking, who are you? What are you on? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
No. Like, they're...
I don't know. You're not the. You're racist as well.
How?
I won't put it on the thing, but like, you know, I'll save you on that one.
Where are you from, though?
My dad's from Mauritius.
Yeah, but what are you, a quarter?
Half African.
And do you look like...
Everyone likes to think...
Do you look like Mauritius people, though?
I don't even know what they look like. They're all different, like...
Your dad?
Nationalistic.
Yeah, but like... So if you look at my dad, my auntie, my uncle, they're all different skin colours. Like, my dad's the darkest, then my auntie's like... Kind of like... My colour a little bit, and then my uncle's lighter than me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my uncle's like quite... He's like more... As if he's like quarter tan. And it's just permanent.
Are you the ugliest in your family?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I am. It can't be Clara, you know. Clara
just runs it.
Clara just runs
My
the whole
one
show.
love.
I know. No, Clara got rid of you, I think.
No,
Yeah.
you can't replace me.
Yeah, I love when he's like, Georgia, darling.
Darling.
You have met Clara, haven't you?
Yeah.
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 Oh, he's met her loads of times.
I saw Clara like... Does he have anyone that he doesn't like?
Yeah, he does actually.
Who?
The next door
They
neighbour.
must... If Clara doesn't like someone, then you know they're a fucking twat.
the next door neighbour, they don't like the next door neighbour. They had a bit of a tiff. Next door neighbour was a bit of a wanker. Yeah, Clara don't talk to him.
What? At his house?
No, in Chisel.
Yeah, they're both... Your mum and dad are from Chisholm, isn't they?
No, my dad lives in.
Yeah, I'm saying the house that I go to.
Yeah, the house you go to. Yeah, my dad like he goes over there to see Livia, picks her up and stuff, but doesn't like chill there. But he had an argument with the next door neighbour.
Alright, should we end on racism then?
I was gonna say before we end it, who was your male fighter of the year?
Oh, okay, yeah, we'll do this. Male fighter of the year?
Yeah.
Cormier.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool, well, Cormier... Because the Ozdemir fight was this year, right?
I would have said, Ozdemir, Miocic, and then Derek Lewis.
Yeah.
I had him. I had Khabib. I had Khabib in there.
Wait, was Khabib...
He won the belt against Ali Quinta, and then he beat McGregor.
Quinta was this year?
Yeah. I had them.
You got... That's Cormier.
Yeah, Cormier, I had...
What, you picked that over... What, because of the hype of the McGregor fight? How big it was?
Yeah, no, I picked Cormier, but I'm saying
Cormier.
other people that you could mention.
Yeah.
I thought Khabib had a great year. I mean, he stopped McGregor. That was massive.
Yeah, that was shocking.
Oh yeah, we watched. Yeah, Georgia watched it as well.
That's it. What other contenders are there?
And I had Adesanya.
TJ? Did he fight Cody twice this year? No, once.
No, he fought Cody once. There wasn't really any.
Adesanya, no.
He's more breakthrough.
Adesanya's breakthrough fight of the year. Cormier's male fight of the year. Female fight of the year, Nunes.
But he definitely could put Adesanya's. He had 4 fights and he won.
Upcoming female?
Upcoming female. I had Tatiana Suarez.
Yeah.
I had Tatiana Suarez after she mauled.
There's not Vieira?
Who did she maul? Who did Tatiana? Was it Jessica Penne or was it Esparza?
Not Esparza. Must have been Penne. No, Esparza.
Like, what was her year?
Oh, it was Esparza.
So yeah, she beat Alex Grosso.
I don't remember that.
Choked her out in the first round, and then dominated Carla Esparza.
She's only fought twice, but the thing, yeah. Is there any other girls there? Caitlin Vieira, how many times she fought this year?
I think like one, two.
Yeah, I don't think it's been that many, to be fair.
The females, if you're talking about breakthrough female, I mean,
there's not
that many.
Off the top of my head,
I can't think. Tatiana Suarez is the first one that comes to mind. I thought Nina Ansaroff had a good year.
Yeah, she did actually.
She had a good year. Ended it being Cordelia. I thought that was really good. But for me, Tatiana Suarez is going to be
Tatiana Suarez, and then fight of the year.
I'm trying to think. Like they had.
I always struggle to think of the ones in January, February.
I always go by go on the list on Wiki.
UFC Fight of the Year 2018 nominations. The half year awards.
No, you want the. Do World MMA Awards. Go on that on the Wiki there.
Oh, what's this one?
International
Fight of the year: Eddie Alvarez versus Dustin Poirier. Robert Whittaker versus Yoel Romero. Gaethje versus Johnson. That was fucking ages ago.
Yeah, that wasn't this year.
Well,
I don't think... Is that even January? That's not January to January.
I don't know. But yeah, Whittaker Romero is up there, isn't it?
Yeah, I remember... I watched that with you.
Yeah, we did watch that.
We watched that after work. And then
So you've got that. Then you've got Ferguson versus
Pettis.
Pettis.
That was crazy. Especially when Pettis knocked him down. I was like, oh my days, he's actually going to get done. But then he kind of saved himself. And beat him up.
I've definitely... the thing is, I've texted you a couple of times on like the prelims or even early prelims.
That's the thing.
About like, Jesus Christ, watch this fight, but I haven't necessarily remembered the names.
The thing is, you got to kind of do your research with these kind of things because there's so many different kind of so many fights that happen in a year. Just you can't remember all of them. Romero Whittaker sticks out like a sore thumb for sure. I think that was a great fight. Amazing. That was just because the thing is, Romero just. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
I'm trying to think of any other like standouts. I thought Poirier and Gaethje was a standout. I remember because I stayed up for it. I think you were at home and she couldn't wake up. I tried waking her up and she blew it. I remember.
Blew what?
Like she went to bed. Oh, like
Maybe.
Sorry, I didn't.
I'm going to give it to Ferguson Pettis because it had everything. You had roly-polies, you had knockdowns. It was Ferguson's like first fight back in a while, so he didn't know how he was going to look, and he still managed to like just put it on him and like entertain.
Yeah.
Pettis stepped up. He did better than everyone thought he'd do. He was like on the ground with him. He stuck his tongue out. He had a bit of everything in it, and then just a nasty finish. And his doctor stoppage was the only thing that. It wasn't like
It was between them two. It was between Whittaker and Romero.
Yeah. Well, I'll say Ferguson, Pettis, and you can go Whittaker Romero then.
Who did you have?
Gosh.
Out of them two fights, because you actually
Who does
watched
the
both of
co-host
them.
have?
I'll probably go Whittaker Romero.
Whittaker Romero. So that's 2 nominations for Whittaker Romero. So Bosch.
So obviously we done breakthrough fight of the year, event of the year. I know this straight away. I think it's kind of easy. I had the McGregor Khabib UFC 229 was the best event.
It's got to be because it just had the hype behind it,
and it just you could tell just but like even the pay-per-view buyers.
It lived up to when the hype's behind it. It lived up to the hype. That was the thing.
Any McGregor event is just mad.
You know, he fucking called out Tenshin Nasu Kamaba. Blah, blah, blah. The guy who just fought Mayweather.
I see that.
You know the guy who just fought Mayweather?
In that expedition
Boxing exhibition. That was fake as...
McGregor called him out at a mixed martial arts exhibition.
I think he was joking. McGregor.
So do I. I think he was
just taking the piss out of Mayweather for doing it. But if they fought, I swear, like, it'd be ridiculous. Anyway.
Well, Tenshin Nasukawa wanted him at like 56 kilograms, which was like 125
125
pounds. So ridiculous. He just ain't gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... pretty much our...
Alright, first episode done.
So do you feel less pressure now? Do you feel okay?
No.
We potentially have a co-host next time.
Yeah, we'll hopefully actually have one, you know.
I'll do more research.
Yeah, we did have a trial episode, but Ryan decided to fucking click a pen next to the mic for the entire 2 hours. So that's scrapped.
I just can't sit still. It's just... Actually, I did it, to be fair, but probably because I was trying to concentrate not to fidget.
Yeah.
You kept watching Harry Potter every now and then.
No, because sometimes I just like think when I'm just staring out.
Yeah, Harry Potter in the background. Good idea, wasn't it?
You got Harry?
Yeah.
Are they new glasses?
No, I see him once.
What's GW?
Guac
Guokwan? Is that Gokwan?
Yeah.
Why are you saying Guokwan?
Said Guac
Wait, what?
Guokwan.
Guokwan?
And we'll end it there on Guokwan.
Everyone get their glasses from Guokwan.
Yeah. Harry's got them.
Alright. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.